think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
Coming to you live from Times Square, New York. Today I'll be breaking down my quote-unquote melt everything assault rifle crit chance God build. This build is made possible by the following sponsors: Alphabridge Group of Companies, Lightweight M4 and FAMAS Damage Distributors Limited. By now it should be understood, no Alphabridge build is complete if you don't get your hands on a God rolled FAMAS that has some top tier talents to stack atop the illustrious uncomplicated talent. I saw one Reddit post defending the overpowered nature of Alphabridge in 1.5 by arguing that it isn't Alphabridge that's overpowered, it's the uncomplicated talent that's making it as strong as it is compared to everything else. And if you really think about it, you can't help but agree. So diving right into the weapons, I'm using my trusted M4 from the Banshee build video I did 2 days ago. I bought 2 additional M4s this week, one with destructive, prepared, responsive, and one with destructive, responsive, and adept. After using them, they just really couldn't compete with the burst potential I put down once I proc booster shot along with competent in battle. But the title of this video talks about this being a crit chance God build, so allow me to elaborate on that, baby. Vicious, swift, and competent matches with destructive, unforgiving, and complicated from the FAMAS. I would not really recommend rolling for vicious if you don't have unforgiving as well on a weapon or in your Alphabridge mix-up. Those 2 talents specifically make up for each other's flaws so well. Because when you have all 3 bars of health, you get a 10% crit chance bonus, but after you drop below 2 bars, unforgiving swoops in to grant you a 10% damage increase to make up for vicious no longer being available to you. On my muzzle I have headshot damage, optimal range, and crit chance. On the barrel rocks reload speed, optimal range, and stability. Mag rocks max size, of course, crit chance, and rate of fire. And my scope finally rocks a hefty and heavy 7.5% crit chance bonus, along with headshot damage bonus and accuracy. Do note, I'm stacking crit chance every turn so far, but you'll see what my total crit chance bonus is after I run through my gears, since you all know what you should be speccing for at this point. So, health and armor as majors with firearms and a stamina mod on my chest, crit chance on mask with a stamina mod. What's missing here is enemy armor damage as a minor. Armor as predicted on my knees, with enemy armor damage making its first appearance in my build, but I hate having disrupt resistance over burn resistance. But thankfully, I have an additional knee pads which does have shock resistance if I do need it, if I run into, a shock turret using group. Holster and my holster and backpack with armor. Got my trusty specialized backpack, of course, with both having performance mods for first aid and post enhancements respectively. Now it's time for the big guy. I said in my last video, Savage gloves are like the bread and butter of all my builds. I build all my sets around my Savage gloves, and you gotta remember that Savage gloves grants an invisible 7% crit chance bonus against targets out of cover. When we switch over to my character stats right now, we can see your boys at 32.5% crit chance. Stack the 7% from my Savage gloves, and we're looking at a 39.5% crit chance, people. So basically we're at 40% crit chance. Crazy, right? Now, why crit chance over headshot damage? Well, as accurate as these M4s may be, without one major stability mod being on them, it's hard to be laser beam sharp with placing your shots. And with uncomplicated damage boosts being reduced whenever you add a stability mod to your weapon or accuracy mod, you can't afford to be running around any stability or accuracy boosters. So I stay dirty in these streets, man, to try and control my M4's recoil the best I can personally, but there's no denying that I'll do a shit ton of body shots in an intense firefight against 3 other dudes. I do switch around my weapon mods sometimes, mainly my foregrip and my scope. I trade in my grip for one with crit damage, optimal range and reload speed, and a scope with headshot damage, crit damage, and crit chance. I play around with either combination of attachments. It really doesn't matter, the damage output is still pretty much the same. So let me scroll through the rest of my stats, my main character stats for you guys to see, and that'll be it. So yeah bros, this has been my Alphabridge assault rifle crit chance god build for 1.5. Thinking of building an SMG alpha build soon, but I'm in no rush to do that. You know, you gotta stay true to the meta, man. Anyway, this has been your boy JK. Peace out on the quotes. Enjoy your day. Yeah, man.